Feskerma agus fachja gan lesson show. Good afternoon and welcome to this lesson. It's good to see you. Today, our friend here, the Leshan, maybe you remember him, the Leshan and I are going to show you how to talk about wanting to do or make something in Gaelic. This is a type of sentence that can be a bit more complicated, and there's a trick to it. It's not obvious, and it's not easy to do just putting words together. So we're going to show you the trick, give you some examples so that you can do this type of sentence with wanting and doing or making, as well as other actions, other verbs, more naturally yourself. Yeah, this is an important one to know for fluency. Okay, gleva. So let's get started here. Wanting to do or make something in Gaelic. Well, first of all, we need our words, wanting and doing or making. If you've studied Gaelic a bit already, maybe you recognize these. Yeah. Egiari means wanting. Egiari. And the action, the hand gesture I do for egiari is like this. Like, oh, I want to make a cake or something like that. Egiari. Hand gestures like these are processed much quicker than words by our brains. So that's why I do the gestures, in case you haven't seen me do that before. You're welcome to do them too, because muscle memory builds long-term memory. That's where your instincts, your quick reactions, and just knowing things in Gaelic comes from. Yeah, from your long-term memory. And then gestures help you build that. Yeah. Egiari, wanting. Egiari. Feel free to do them at home. All right. Agianu. It means doing and also making. So in English we have doing and making, two different words. In Gaelic it's just one, which is great. Saves us some extra work. Now, agianu is one way you'll hear it. Agianu with the oo sound on the end, or agianuv, if that's your dialect or that's the dialect you're hearing. Yeah, agianu, agianuv. Yeah. If you want to know more about this MH sound, that's what's doing the oo or the of here. I have a video all about it. Yeah, just look for MH sound and you'll find it. Okay. Agianu, doing or making. And the action I'm about to do or make is this. Agianu. Like I'm crafting something with my hands, right? Agianu. Egiari, agianu. Agianu. Gleva. Okay. So let's put some sentences up here so we can see how it works, how we put these together. It's not as obvious. You wouldn't just throw agiari and agianu together and call it good. We got to learn the trick. So let's take a look at a full sentence and we'll see the trick in action. Hami egiari Hami egiari something agianu. This is our formula, if you want to call it. This is our pattern. Yeah. So let's see, what's something we could want to do? Let's make a cake. Hami egiari cake agianu. Nice. Let's break it down part by part so we know how it all fits together. Hami egiari cake agianu. I am wanting a cake to make. Aha! So in English we'd say, I want to make a cake. But in Gaelic, I want a cake to make. It's actually quite fun when you put it literally like that. Yeah. Ha mi egiari keich ayianu. What's happening at the end here? Aha, we get an extra H. Ayianu is different from agianu. Agianu. Can you hear the j sound? Agianu. J. The DE is the j sound here. Agianu. Agianu. But this is ayianu. This is a Y sound. Ayianu. Yeah. And the reason why it's changed is because we're not saying doing or making anymore. We're saying to make or to do. So the a here means to, and then ayianu, to make, to do. Yeah. This happens with more actions than just agianu. You'll see this again. And that's kind of the secret to this kind of sentence. Yeah. Leva. All right. Ha mi egiari keich ayianu. I want to make a cake. Let's have a little picture. Yeah. Keich. Apparently it's a birthday cake. Leva. Ha mi egiari keich ayianu. Nice. What if you don't want to make a cake? I don't want to make a cake. I want to make brownies or a smoothie or biscotti or something like that. How would we do that? It's going to be pretty much the same. We're just going to change the beginning. Chaniel mi egiari keich ayianu. Pardon me, lesson. Don't want to get on the bad side of the lesson, that's for sure. If you like The Witcher, that's where it's from. Yeah, it's from my Witcher videos. Yeah, my free course. All right, so let's look at this one a little more closely. Chaniel mi egiari keich ayianu. All right, just like with up here, ayianu. Doing or making has come to the end. Wanting to make comes at the end. And it gets that extra H. Yeah, that's our trick. That's our trick. Let's put that here. So there's two parts. First is, in this example, doing or making goes to the end of the sentence. Oh, missed it. Leva. So agianu goes to the end of the sentence, and it lenites. Gets an H at the beginning. If you're still figuring out which letters can do this, because not everyone does, not every letter does, I have a video all about that. It goes through every single letter in the Gaelic alphabet, and it shows you which ones lenite, which ones get this H and the sound change, like in a yianu, and then which don't. And there's less letters lenite than you think. There aren't as many to remember as you think. So I highly recommend checking that out too. Yeah, that kind of, knowing that is going to help you sharpen the accuracy of your Gaelic, and then help you make more complex sentences like this more accurately and more easily too. Yeah, leva. Okay. Chaniel mi. So Chaniel mi egiari keich gayianu. I'm not wanting whatever it is to make. And you can just change anything for keich. Chaniel mi egiari coffee ayianu. Chaniel. Chaniel mi egiari smoothie ayianu. Chaniel. Chaniel. Yeah. Nice. But what if it's a question? Are you wanting to make that? So we're going to change the beginning, but the rest is going to be the same. Avel u egiari keich, or whatever it is, yeah, just like that. Avel u, are you, egiari So just like in the other examples, doing or making, a gianu, right, our second verb, our second action in this sentence, goes to the end. Here it is, just like with this. This is at the end. It's at the end here too. Goes to the end, and it lenites. If possible. D, yep, that can take an H. Yeah, that can lenite. Leva. So this pattern is true for anything, by the way. Yeah, we're going to see more examples of this soon in other videos. All right. Avel u egiari keich gayianu. Do you want to make a cake? Ha. Ha mi egiari keich gayianu. Ha. Chaniel. Chaniel mi egiari keich gayianu. Ha mi egiari brownies ayianu. Hami egiari. Brownies, no millionaire shortbread. Ayianu. Leva. What about people's names? Is Callum wanting to make a cake? Callum does want to make a cake. Callum does not. What do? It's really easy. You just swap out me for the person's name. HaCallum. HaCallum egiari keich gayianu. Ha. Chaniel. Chaniel Callum egiari keich gayianu. Chaniel. Avel Callum egiari keich gayianu. And so on. So you can put in anyone's name here. Yeah. Avel Callum egiari keich gayianu. Ha. Or Chaniel. All right. So that's important to know too. When you ask Avel, yes is ha, and then no is Chaniel. What do I have? No. Oh, I don't have those pens. We'll just go like this. Yeah. Ha. Chaniel. There we go. Leva. Actually, orange. Orange. There we go. Nice. Leva. So this is how to make a sentence about wanting to do or make something. It doesn't have to be a cake. It can be anything at all. Oh, one more example. I don't want to do work. Don't want to do any work. I don't want to do anything. Oh, that even better. Even better. Chaniel mi Egiari Kal Ayianu. Nice. Cakes are nice. Coffee is nice. Work is nice. But sometimes you just don't want to do anything. Whoa. Funky. All right, and our pattern here, doing or making, has come to the end. Excellent. And it lenites, if possible. And it can. It is possible. Chaniel mi egiari kal ayianu. Chaniel mi egiari kal ayianu. Callum doesn't want to do anything. Chaniel Callum egiari kal ayianu. Yeah, and that can also mean he does not want to make anything. Avel Callum egiari keich ayianu. Chaniel Callum egiari kal ayianu. He doesn't want to make anything. Gleva. Yep, sometimes you don't want to make anything or do anything. Shin marahai. That's how it goes. Gleva. So thank you so much for joining me and learning more about how to make more complex sentences like this. You'll see sentences just like this quite often as your Gaelic grows and as it evolves and becomes more complex. So knowing the trick is key to make sure that your Gaelic is accurate and as close to that of a native speaker as possible. Yeah, gleva. So rewatch this video as many times as useful. Yeah, sometimes we pick up things on the second or third viewing that we didn't quite get on the first. Yep, gleva. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Gleva.